Welcome to Hatty Waiver Wire Guru. Obviously, I'm on location at the beach this week, enjoying a nice vacation. Hopefully, you can hear me with all the wind whipping, but it is a beautiful view out here, as you can see, and getting ready to go into week 6. Not too much on the waiver wires for Cube quarterbacks for this week here. Looking, if you need a spot starter, that's the only one I have for you, is Shaun from Detroit. He obviously had St. Louis Rams look pretty good with 3 touchdowns this last week. But if you need a spot starter, you can look his way. If Kevin Kolb still happens to be out there on your waiver wire, he can be also a okay pickup spot starter, but not someone for the long term. So those are spot starters at your quarterback. Looking at running back, we talked about him last week. Ryan Terrain, he's a pickup. Obviously didn't get in the end zone this last week. Great PPR selection though. Ryan Terrain. Clinton Portis is going to be out for a while and may even get cut. So keep an eye on him if he's on your waiver wire. Next, if Joseph Dye loses any time, it's going to be Mike Hart out there. Donald Brown is still injured, so Mike Hart is someone I'm watching. The other watch, I've struggled with his name, is Deja Karim, but he backs up Maurice Jones-Drew. Rashard Jennings is not playing right now, but you have Karim out there for someone to watch in case MJD goes down. He looked pretty good and would be a serviceable backup. So someone just to watch. There's no grabs at running back either, as you can tell this week. Not a lot different. If you're looking for some quarterbacks or running backs, look at previous weeks. Check that out. Like a Michael Bush from last week did great. He went out there, he produced like I said he would. Great pickup for you between him and Ryan Terrain. Those last week pickups were the ones you wanted. Moving on to wide receiver, Roy Williams. If it was a 1-week fluke, a 2-week fluke, but it's not a fluke. He's actually looking pretty good. We talked about him in the off season, even before we got in to everything. So Roy Williams has been someone, looks like he's looking like a pretty good waiver wire pickup. So I would grab him if you have the space. Go ahead and pick him up. Next, look at Brandon Lloyd. He shouldn't be there. I keep going every week. Brandon Lloyd. Look at his numbers. If he's still there, this is crazy. Pick him up. Don't let Brandon Lloyd be on your waiver wire any longer. Absolute pickup has been just filthy. Looking at my watch, Anthony Armstrong. So Devin Thomas gets cut off Washington. North Carolina, the Carolina Panthers went and picked him up off waivers. You can keep an eye on him. But really the person to watch is Armstrong out of Washington. Caught a really long pass from McNabb. Looked really good. So I would keep an eye on him. Your spot starters are Nate Burleson. If you had Calvin Johnson, the injury looks, suspiciously harsh, so just keep an eye on Nate Burleson. He is definitely the guy to use as a spot starter in that case. And also, Danny Amendola. I've told you about him in previous weeks for Rams. Mark Clayton is now out for the season. He's done. Amendola, PPR league, he's great. Not going to be a serious touchdown guy, but will be picking up at least 5 catches a week for you. So that's Amendola. And finally, for tight ends, everybody knows Jermichael Finley had a pretty nasty injury at the beginning, so Donald Lee is your spot starter. That's it. It's Donald Lee as your spot starter. A little bit thin this week for the waiver wire, but that's all right. The guys that are there are people you can go pick up and use. Look at previous weeks. If you have questions, email me, hattywaiverwireguru at hattywaiverwireguru.com. Check out the website, hattywaiverwireguru.com. We had a lot of people come out for the fantasylive.com. Talked about it last week. Again, I'm not being sponsored by them in any way. I just enjoy it. We had 30 plus people playing together. I was there. Had a great time. I actually took first in one of the games, second in another, third and fourth. So, kind of showing true to my nature. I want to be the guru for you. The waivers are where I really excel. So, all that being said, have a great week in week 6. Look out for those bye weeks. That's it. So, good luck, and I'm going to enjoy the beach. Later.